Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mia Torres and thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I'm gonna start off with my moisturizer. I'm using the Morphe 2 Total Softy Gel Moisturizer. I have been using this for about maybe 2 weeks now. I really do like it. I know I said in my last video that I feel like I developed some type of eye eczema. And lately I've been putting this on my eyelids and it has been helping out a little bit, not too much. But if you guys do have any recommendations on some eye creams that help, that would be great. So for my primer, I'm using my Wet n Wild Primer Serum. This refines pores and all of that good stuff. I put a couple drops. And it smells like lavender. So for my eye primer, I'm using the P. Louise base in Rumor 0.5. I'm just gonna pack this. I know this is probably the wrong brush to use it with because it soaks up the product, but it's gonna have to do. So I'm going to set that with my Wet n Wild Bare Focus Translucent Powder. I know you really don't have to set this base, but for my eyes, I still do because it still does very much crease on me. And I'm using that on a Morphe 441. Blend in circular motions. I'm going to take this all the way up to my brow. And just keep blending and packing shade. It's going to look very messy before it looks put together, so just try to keep that in mind when you are doing your makeup, that it's not going to look the best when you first start. Okay, so now I'm going to go into, I'm going to mix Homebody and G Money from her Volume 2 palette. So this is Homebody and then G Money. I'm just going to mix those two warm browns. And I'm gonna pack that on the outer corner of my eye. Ooh, yes. Give it to me, give it to me. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to darken it just a little bit. Well, not just a little. I'm using my Morphe JH32 brush, just in case you were wondering. Okay, so now I'm going to go back into the Armed and Gorgeous palette, and I'm using this green right here just to darken up that edge. And I'm using the Morphe M433. Pack that shade. Okay, so now I'm going to go back into the Armed and Gorgeous palette, and I'm using this green right here just to darken up that edge. And I'm using the Morphe M433. Pack that shade. Kind of use it as a guide, as a wing. I know this is gonna look really crazy right now, guys. Just trust the process. Okay, so this is where we are right now. It looks a little crazy, just bear with me. I'm going to go back into, no, I'm gonna go into the Jaclynhill Volume 1 palette and I'm gonna use the shade Certified. It's just this white shade up here. And I'm gonna pack that onto the inner third of my eye just to open it so it doesn't look so closed off. Bring it up here. Sorry if I go out of the camera. Sorry if I go out of the camera. You guys can't see what I'm doing. This white shade is like the best white eyeshadow that I've probably ever tried. Okay, so for my next shade, I'm gonna use this one. It's called Phoenix Flora, and I'm gonna pack that onto the inner corner of my eye for a little pop of color. I have done this eyeshadow look before when I did my first YouTube channel, my first YouTube video, so I wanted to recreate it for you guys. I don't exactly remember what eyeshadows I used, but I know this pink one I definitely used. And it is so pretty. It's like the perfect pop of color. Okay, so I'm having a little bit of difficulty on this eye. You see that it's starting to get very, very patchy and muddy. This is one of the big reasons why I don't use the P. Louise base, because I feel like sometimes it's good and then sometimes it's bad. And sometimes it sticks, the eyeshadow will stick to the product and sometimes it doesn't. So today I decided not to, but I'm gonna go ahead and do a dramatic wing so we can try to at least cover that a little bit and try to move on from the situation. So I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Epic Ink felt tip eyeliner in black. In case this one does run out, I will switch to my e.l.f. I accidentally messed up my eyeliner. You know how when you're trying to put it in a cap and then all the bristles just like completely mess up and they spread apart? That is what happened. But I do love this eyeliner. I have not found a felt tip yet that has been this good. So my foundation is on. I love this foundation. It is so lightweight. I also like the Juvia's Palace foundation. That one is a little bit thicker, but not as thick as a Kat Von D. That one's super thick, and I'm not really a fan of heavy foundations. But if you guys have not tried the Juvia's Palace foundation, it is a really, really good full coverage foundation. I personally like this one because it's very lightweight and it's full coverage too. So it works out. It's just obviously there's a big price difference. I'm using my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toffee. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this out. So for my concealer, I'm using my e.l.f. 16 Hour Wear in the shade Fairlight. Take away all these bags. Ooh, shit. Too much. Oh, that's so crooked. Don't mind that. Just gonna blend it out. I love this concealer, and I think it's only $6. I think, I could be wrong, but it is very affordable. If you guys have not tried this concealer, it is so good. And I have a lot of good shades. Actually, don't quote me on that because I don't really know. So I'm gonna set my under eyes, and I actually think I'm gonna set my whole face with my Wet n Wild translucent powder. Just want to really make sure I get under my eyes. So I'm gonna set my under eyes, and I actually think I'm gonna set my whole face with my Wet n Wild translucent powder. Just want to really make sure I get under my eyes so nothing moves. I really like this powder. There was probably about maybe 5 or 6 shades, and this one was translucent. I'm also going to use my beauty blender. I'm going to use a bigger brush just to put that all over my face. Now I'm going to use my 05 in my loose powder from Maybelline, and I'm going to bake under my eyes, just so I can ensure that nothing is going to move. I love this powder. Such a good powder. I also want to try the Beauty Bakery powder. I heard that one's supposed to be really good. Such a good powder. I also want to try the Beauty Bakery powder. I heard that one's supposed to be really good. Or the Huda I'm probably saying it wrong. Just quiet. Huda Beauty, there you go. For my bronzer, I'm using the shade 355 in Coconut, also from Fit Me, because who doesn't love Fit Me powders more than me? Just kidding. Where's that? I think because I set my face with that Wet n Wild powder, it maybe didn't really set it all the way, so the powder is kind of sticking to just some areas, but that's okay. Just keep blending. That's my fault for not setting it right, because other than that, the powder is really good. So for my nose, I'm using the shade 310, also from Fit Me. For blush, I'm using my e.l.f. blush in bright pink, and I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go ham. Ooh, that's too much. Just kidding. Oops. See what happens when you talk too much shit? You get a blob of blush. Just kidding, guys. Just try to blend it out. I mean, I always like looking like I got smacked in the face, so I guess this is what I get. Look at that! I did that on accident. Here I go adding more. Like I didn't just learn my lesson. But blush is the first thing that kind of wears out of your makeup, so it's okay with me. I'm also going to take it across my nose, because why not? Okay guys, I really did put a lot of blush on this time. I wasn't supposed to do that, but like I said, I think it's because I didn't set my face right with right with the Wet n Wild powder, so I feel like whatever places didn't set just really grabbed onto whatever products that I did put on my face. But we're gonna move on, and I'm gonna use my Makeup Revolution highlighter in Just My Type, and I'm gonna make myself look like a glazed donut. Okay, but I can't go overboard like I just did. I woke up like this. Just kidding. I wish. I wish I could wake up with like a full beat face every day. So I'm not taking 5 hours. I went ahead and tightened up my waterline with some gel eyeliner. And now I'm just packing any brown shade. I'm using the Arming Gorgeous palette, the shade Pro, just to deepen up this lower lash line. I really don't smoke out my lower lash line that much anymore. Okay, so now I'm going to do my inner corner highlight. I'm using the shade VIP from the same palette. I'm also going to put some jewels on my eye today, because why not? Add a little razzle dazzle to my eyes. Okay, so now I'm going to do my eyelashes off camera, and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm going to darken my brows real quick with my micro brow pencil from Morphe. I usually do eyeshadow, but you know what? We're switching it up. I'm sorry, guys. I'm such an idiot sometimes. But seriously, I've gotten so used to my routine with the makeup products that I use. Well, I'm sure this is for every makeup artist. When you do your makeups and you're so used to the certain products that you use all the time, you don't like switching it up in case your makeup doesn't look right or, you know, whatever. But it's always good to venture out and try new things and get out of your comfort zone. And definitely doing a brow pencil has gotten me out of my comfort zone, because I always use the Anastasia dip brows, so, but I like it, so that's all that matters. Okay, so we're gonna do my jewels now. I'm using baby pink. Let's hope I position these correctly. I got these from Amazon, and it was probably the best purchase that I've ever done, because I think I only spent $10 for five of these packages. So these ones are the small ones. They're all in the same color. These ones are all clear, all different sizes. These ones are sequins, and they're kind of shaped like ovals. These ones are so pretty. And then I also have the bigger ones in different colors as well. Oh, I'm missing one. Now you guys can see the sequins. They're baby pink. You can't really tell if they're baby pink or clear, but I'm gonna put I'm going to do my eyelashes. I'm using the Ardell lashes, and I believe they're in 259. They're super wispy, and it's not gonna be too dramatic where it's gonna take away my the look. Now I just have to find my tweezers. Where'd they go? Don't you hate when you guys lose things? It's just like right here. It was right here. Oh. I found it, but I can't get it. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm really dorky, so that will be something that you guys will learn in time. And I also like to call myself a dumbass at least 10 times a day, so. Okay, so I just outlined my lips with the Morphe lip liner in Bite Me. Now I'm just blending it out, making sure everything is blended. We are blending. We are bonding. Just kidding. If you guys have not seen that movie, it is so funny. Blended. Anyways, I'm using this. What is this? I'm using this LA Girl matte lipstick in the shade, does not say rub off, but it is a pink shade, so it just looks like this. I'm gonna put this in the middle. Okay, that's pretty. Okay guys, I'm gonna take out these braids because it's kind of giving me a headache. And it makes my forehead look a little bit bigger than it's supposed to be. Well, no, not bigger. It's big, but you know, you get the point. Just gotta take out these hair ties. I really want to dye my hair because I'm getting really tired of this, whatever this is. I haven't cut my hair in 2 years. I haven't dyed it in almost probably about 2 years too, maybe. Yeah, maybe about 2 years. I used to dye my hair black all the time, but kind of wanted to give my hair a break, and now I want to change it again, so I don't know. But this is more mop of a hair. Okay, so I'm gonna set my face with my Stay All Night Microfine Setting Spray from e.l.f. Use my beauty blender just to pounce everything in. Make sure everything is well blended. Okay, and I think this is actually the finished look. I don't really have, actually no, I forgot about my little beauty marks that I do on my face. I do have a lot of beauty marks on my face. There's one that's right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, it's right here. Okay, so this is today's finished look. I really hope you guys like it. It did not come out the way I wanted it to. I'm gonna be honest. But this happens. This is really raw, and you make mistakes, and I make mistakes. I'm not the best makeup artist in the world, obviously, but you know, for the people that are starting off makeup, know that it does take time. It is a process learning to blend and all of that. People might think it's not, but it is. But you know, just have fun with it and experiment and do things that you wouldn't normally do. So I'm gonna start rambling, and I hope you guys like and subscribe to my channel, and I will be back with more videos.